Alright, g'day guys, welcome back. I've wanted to have some fun with this Goku Black unit, the one that just recently Easy A'd, the Int one. I know he's copped a bit of a hard time, but I don't care, I like the unit, so I wanted to have as much fun with him as I can. Now I think the best stage to do that is this Divine Wrath and Mortal Will stage 7, Supreme Fusion I think it's called, Sublime Fusion, can't remember which one, but it's against STR Vegito Blue. Now, the reason for that is two major factors. Firstly, he's a superclass unit of relatively difficult nature. And secondly, he also allows for his attack to be lowered, which, with all the additionals factored into the fact that Goku Black lowers attack on both in both forms, along with a few of the other units that we've got on the team as well, we should be able to sort of nerf Vegito enough to really have some fun. Because he does have a fair bit of health, as you can see in the new overlay there. I've decided to add the boss stats to make things a little bit more clearer as to how they work. Now, I'm not good enough to do the calculations for what the attack lowering would mean to his attack stats. It's a little bit beyond me at present. Whether I do that moving forward, I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. Now, we're going to kind of go through a few turns with the LR Zamasu's kind of unfortunately not linking. The same will be on turn 3 as well, as the other one floats on. It's just a real, I mean, I didn't want to do it like this, but I mean, it just works a little bit better with Supreme card time on this turn here. But it also kind of highlights how stupid it is that they don't share the names. Like, just look at them, like they're different forms. Anyway, I digress. Another reason this stage is awesome is that you get to see this super attack. I know it's being directed towards us at this point in time, but it's doing nothing, and there's still really, really good animations. Obviously, we have the defense stats showing on super as well. That, along with the boss stats that I display there, might help give you a better kind of understanding as to how it all kind of relates to one another. But this Zamasu is still really good. I was fortunate enough just to rainbow him recently. I got his third. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure I put him on his debut banner, and I've kind of done well with just picking him up in the free summons. I'm pretty sure I got one in this, for the 50 ticket thing, and I got the same in the anniversary, so that's pretty good. But we've obviously got Easy A Zamasu and Easy A Goku Black here with Mecha Kabura, who is kind of like the selfish Broly trio in terms of functionality. He gets stats per orb, he gets different stats per type orb, as opposed to the Broly trio who support in the same kind of manner. Like the Broly trio, STR and... Wait, no, it's STR and physical that grant attack, obviously being a different type of the Broly trio. 40%... Is he 40%? I think he's 40% damage reduction. And what was that? 300k defense. Is probably not too bad, especially with the attack lowering. That Zamasu, I feel, can be a little bit vulnerable, I guess, in this form. Type advantage is obviously helping us a lot here as well. Okay, there's the additional. So 420k defense he's at. We just got to stay above, because his transformation did change, by the way. They brought it forward 2 turns to turn 4, and the threshold, I think it used to be above 80%, but now it's 60%. I could be wrong. Mecha Kabura also lowers attack as well, by the way. He also stacks attack, so he can actually get quite healthy in terms of his attack stats as the fight goes on, and type advantage as well is going to help him a little bit. I mean, he still takes a fair bit of damage there, but if it was a tech or tech or int are the defensive kind of orb buffs for him. You got to get 2 or more, same as the Broly trio, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, no links to go around here, which means it doesn't really matter what order we put them in. Given how these orbs have kind of laid themselves out, it's probably best just to let this Zamasu go first and do the at least double lower, because he's got the additional built in, and then we can get the lowering of attack there, but we won't get at the end. The tech Zamasu only lowers attack on his 18 key, which is a shame, but I mean, he also gets a higher defense buff on 12 key than he does on 18, so it'll be interesting to see how their stats line up there, because the friend's got 2 paths on top of what mine does. 464k defense there with 20% damage reduction. It's alright. And obviously okay, he's tripled 580k. He's got no links active there, so you can only imagine that's going to skyrocket when he's got things like Big Bad Bosses and Fused Fighter active. Wow, okay. He's good. That's what both these Zamasus have in terms of defensive links, Big Bad Bosses and Fused Fighter. So that's up to 30% that they get from links. So that's pretty good, all things considered. It's a shame that I don't think we got the hits in yet. He gets his healing at 5 hits. That's probably the most you want to like realistically aim for, if you know what I mean. He gets more ki every 5 hits he takes, but the ki doesn't ever seem to really be too much of an issue, I've found, especially given he greatly raises defense on both 12 and 18 ki. So defensively, it doesn't really matter too much. And all these buffs come from just being a super attack, not an ultra super attack. So we get both the transformations here. That's cool. Bit vintage. I like it. I really like this unit. I always have, and I'm glad we can kind of use him a little bit. I know he's not as optimal in the grand scheme of the events available in Dokkan right now, but this is one really good stage to bring him in, I feel. We're going to put him in a little... no, actually, we get the double super with Zamasu if we have him hit before he attacks, which could potentially... which obviously increases our chance of it being a triple super as well from the hidden potential. So he's at 440, Zamasu's at 330, but I think we're rocking 50% damage reduction at the moment. Not to mention all the attack lowering, obviously, and 400k defense. So it only goes up... oh yeah, it's 20% on super. So he goes from 330 to 390. Yeah, so it's basically that 50 odd k that he's stacking there. Do a triple, please. Yes, he does. So 500k with 50% damage reduction. That's pretty good. Having type advantage, I think that he would take nothing from a super here. Can't remember if we do or not. We obviously don't. This guy is going to go off now. So he's getting about 111k. We've got support on rotation as well, by the way. Now with the defense calculations, they were a little bit tricky with the Supreme Kai time. I wanted to bring her just for the fun of it. She's an old favorite of mine, and I figured why not? Let's see how nerfed this Vegito blue can be. I'm not sure why there's that image kind of thing there. But yeah, see if she can stack. Sorry, not stack. Tank with his attack nerfed to a certain degree. But yeah, I had to calculate whether or not her extra support was active, which honestly was just as simple as doing the calculations on her stats first to confirm whether or not it was in line with the start of turn, because her passive is pretty simple otherwise. And obviously we have the support memory that was only active for the first 3 turns. The indicator was showing down the bottom there when it was active. We'll now have Big Bad Bosses. So, let's use this, this active skill. I don't really see that all too often, but I have these days since this Zamasu's come along, the new Zamasu I should say, leading a team that kind of, it half welcomes him. Again, that name thing is frustrating to say the least, but with kind of slot 2 units like the Izie Zamasu, or even when the domain is active, Infinite Zamasu is out kind of thing, and he is getting all these links, it's still very fun to run him, getting 7 out of 7 or 6 out of 7 in the Izie's case. Okay, getting all those int orbs kind of shafted us, but he does have that built-in additional which should go off, which should still give him the passive on super defense, as well as obviously the super attack effect and the attack lowering as well. I'm going to take anything here. I've got to... oh wow, okay, we did. Ooh. See, yeah, it can be a bit more fragile later on, I've found. Again, I'm not sure how long these attack debuffs last on Vegito, so it's very tricky to say sometimes like what to expect, especially as damage reduction is decreasing. 611k for you is still pretty solid with type advantage and attack lowering, so yeah, you're very healthy. I like that Mecha Kabura unit a lot. Probably not too far from an Izie, maybe. Probably next year, I would imagine, not this year. But he is a very fun unit, I think. 520, okay. So I think it was 580 after the triple super with no links. he's at 520 after the double with big bad bosses. So that would be his 5th attack at the very least. You saw the key go up and he gets that once every 5. Ooh, that was nice. We would have died then. We would have 100% died then. Alright, this is probably our last turn to show off Goku Black. We'll use this active skill, why not? AGL Zamasu is an old favourite of mine, actually. I remembered him on his debut banner, so I'm very, very happy with his EZA. And honestly, this Black has not disappointed me so much. Not like everyone else. I mean, obviously, I'd like to use him everywhere, and the more places I can use him, the better. But I know what he does. Now I'm going to take him into an event like this one over and over again and just use him and just see how he goes. Unfortunately, there aren't more events, but, you know, he's still fun. I like him a lot. He's sitting at 570k there, pre-super. Is he gonna... He has a fair bit of dodge, but we haven't really seen it too much in this run. But there you go, 670k pretty much, with all the built-in additionals. Yeah, I don't know why the screen's going all funny there on Goku Black super attack. That's weird. 760k. Yeah, see, he climbs nice and quickly, and with the debuffing, which applies here for this boss, with a high defense and high HP kind of stat, yeah, I think he does great. 860k, and the debuffs. So yeah, this Goku Black is fun. I like him. Hopefully we do get more events where he's better suited. But until then, I'm just going to keep playing this one. It's fun. It is. The Vegito is a fun fight. I really think so. And these Zamasus are always a joy to run. Unfortunately, we didn't get the domain out this run, but I mean, they still go off, and it's really, really fun to watch. And then once you get this active skill off for AGL Zamasu, he'll probably only get one attack in, I would say, and then he'll finish it off. 530k, so that's a triple super stack in the form before. That's pretty good. 500,000 defense. I think he still has 30% damage reduction. Yeah, I like him a lot. We do need some longer events though. There's no doubt about that. But let me know what you think of the new UI, guys, by the way, with the boss's stats there, plus obviously the defense on Super. Let me know what you think. If you want to talk with me, obviously there is a comment section down below, but obviously any of the socials that you see on the bottom of your screen there will also be fine to use. Otherwise, guys, collect that Dragonstone, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, Bye now.